What's good, purposeful people? I am LaShawn Spry, affectionately known as your purpose pusher. In 2012, I realized that I have a passion for women and seeing them fulfill their purpose. And because of this, I knew it was something I had to do to incorporate that into my life. So 2013, I became a certified life coach and I began to push people to their purpose. I realized that God gave me a gift to be able to pull out purpose in His people. I knew I wanted to create a platform where purpose-driven women could be encouraged, inspired, and empowered. So out of that desire, birth Purposeful Living with LaShawn Spry. Vibe with me. I'll change your life. What's good, purposeful people? Welcome to another edition of Purposeful Living with LaShawn Spry. I am your host, LaShawn Spry. Listen, y'all know this is an interactive Facebook Live. What does that mean? I need y'all comments. I need y'all questions. I need y'all to talk back to me because I want to build my shows around what you think, what you need, what you want, in hopes of encouraging, inspiring, and empowering the purpose-driven woman to live successfully in every area of her life. So y'all know I don't come without a guest. So I do have a guest for us to talk to tonight. But before we get into our guest, I want to chop it up. So tonight, a little sad news. We had a shooting this week. I'm sure all of you have seen it on Facebook. The shooting in Sacramento, California, of the unarmed young man that was in his own backyard. Now, I don't want to get into the details of that just because I am the type of person I can honestly say that I'm the person that wants to hear all sides of the story. But, according to what we have right now, the facts that we have right now, he was unarmed. He was in his own backyard. When he reached for his cell phone, the officers thought that it was a gun, or one of them yelled gun, and before we knew it, we heard 20 shots being fired. So, it does cause an uneasiness. It does cause an unrest because there has been so many brutal shootings of unarmed black men. So it does cause us to feel some kind of way as a community. But as I was studying and reading up on this particular shooting, I came across an analysis that I just want to read because I've never heard this before. And this was posted by the Washington Post. It says they found that 987 people were killed by police last year alone. 68 of them were unarmed, and of those unarmed victims, 30 of them were Caucasian, 20 were black, and 13 were Hispanic. Now, that was alarming to me because I don't know if I'm the only one. You all can definitely chime in, but I haven't seen anything posted or anything on the news, any information of Caucasian people or Hispanic people being gunned down unarmed. So I don't know if that's part of the propaganda. You all give me, your feedback or your information because I felt some kind of way because, we as black people feel kind of uneasy or we get upset because we feel like it's only happening to our men. It's only happening, or it's happening the majority of the time to our men. But according to this analysis, it actually happens more to Caucasians. So I just thought that was something worth conversating. That's definitely a conversation worth having. But that's neither here nor there. That's one thing, but I want to move on. Y'all know I like to keep it a little light and airy, so any of my fans that like good garbage TV, like me, I love my good garbage TV, The Braxtons, Family Values, just started back last night. I'm excited. I can't help it. I'm a Tamar fan. I'm not a Tamartian, but I am a fan of hers, meaning I love her music. I think she's extremely talented, and I think she's extremely funny. So this season, of course, they'll be talking about her divorce from Vince, how that plays out, and I love to hear the information from the families, because you know the family ain't gonna hold back. So I love to hear the family's point of view, and if you watched it last night, child, this season gonna be a mess. And listen, to all my church people, you know, y'all feel like Ratchet TV is gonna send you to hell. Listen, this is a good start. You can still keep your one-way ticket to heaven while watching this Ratchet TV. It's not a lot of profanity. It's not a lot of sex, nothing like that. It's not going to send you to hell. So, yeah, go ahead and tune in to Braxton Family Values. So, enough of that. I want to get into talking to my guest on tonight. I have a dope guest. She is the epitome of purpose-driven woman. She is a multi-business owner. She is a boutique owner. She is a bail bondsman. She is a realtor. And she is a DNA specialist. So listen, ladies, you can get mad at your baby daddy. Go file. Oh, and she's a tax preparer. So you can get mad at your baby daddy, file the kids on the taxes. You could go call the police on him, tell him he ain't paying child support, take the DNA test. Once they find out the kid is his, they're going to pick him up, take him to jail. You can bail him out. And you can look cute doing it all with one stop. Y'all please give it up for my guest tonight, Niva Telfort.
Thank you, LaShawn. That was a great introduction.
Thank you so much. Listen, I am ecstatic to have you. If you want to tell them anything, you can go ahead.
Oh my God. Hello, everyone. Thank you guys for having me. Thank you, LaShawn, so very much. I really appreciate you reaching out to me to do this. I'm excited. I hope all of your live fans and my live fans are watching and they get something out of this.
Yes.
We want to change people's lives.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's why she's here. So I start every interview with the same question. Tell me what purpose is to you. What's your definition of purpose?
The reason that God put me here on this planet.
I love it. I love it. And with that being your definition of purpose, do you feel like, or would you say that you're living out your purpose right now? You're here living the reason that God put you here?
Yes, definitely. I wouldn't ask for anything else. I believe He put me here to help people, and that's what I'm doing day in and day out.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And I want to say on camera, happy anniversary, because I know you and your husband just celebrated your 11th wedding.
Still celebrating.
Listen, that is major. 11 years, major, and that's not even together. You have
we have 26 years.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
26 years off and on. We have 26 years.
Definitely. Congratulations.
Of friendship, at least I can say that.
Listen, and that's the foundation. Y'all know how I feel about relationships, marriage. I feel like the foundation is friendship. So
Absolutely.
I love it. So with that being said, and you being in business with your husband, what is that like? What is it like being in business with your partner? Like y'all see each other. Y'all heard me talk about Tamar. She always says it's, you know, it destroys the relationship, but to me it looks like it's making y'all flourish.
Oh, absolutely. I wouldn't want to be in a business without somebody that I have a relationship with.
Right.
And because I have that friendship with him, I wouldn't ask for anything else. He annoys me sometimes. I do.
Amen.
I do want you guys to know. Sometimes he wants it his way, and we have a little tussle, but you know it always winds up being back my way.
But we always make them feel like
we do. I definitely do. Big Jew, you know I always make you feel like you're in control and you're in charge.
Y'all heard that, Big Jew. That's the sugar on it. Okay. Yeah. So, multiple businesses. You have your boutique. You have the bail bondsman. You have the tax preparer. You have the DNA specialist. How did you what made you get into each one of these specific? Let's start with the bail bondsman, because that's the one that interests me the most.
That was my first business.
Oh, wow. Okay.
That was the first one that I did.
Was it watching Dog and his wife?
No. we were before Dog and his wife.
Right.
We were before them. But the reason I got into bail bonds was because I saw that as a Haitian American, a lot of bonds companies would put Haitians almost to the left and scrutinize the families and ask for more things than that's really required. And I don't think it's just Haitians, it's immigrants in general.
Wow.
Anybody that they could, if your last name was Joseph, Toussaint, Jean, they were asking for collateral, they were asking for all types of crazy. When I mean craziness.
Okay, now tell me, what is the norm? Like, what's the norm? Because I want to know what that is versus, because I never heard that before. What's the norm? When
you post a bond for someone, all they need to do is give you 10% of the bond.
Right.
If the bond is $10,000, you're paying us $1,000. It's just a percentage so that you could be out free.
Okay.
Without paying the whole $10,000.
And then what would they ask?
All they ask is that you go to court.
No, what would they ask the Haitian American or the immigrant for?
They want collateral, extra collateral. Let's say the bond is $10,000. You need to bring something of value that's $10,000.
Yeah, or like a house.
Yes.
Or
a lot of the people wind up losing their houses or cars, because back a long time ago they used to take cars.
So literally, your purpose was you saw that that was a problem, and you wanted to give the answer or give the solution to that problem.
Yes.
So you got into bail bonds.
Yes.
Now that's dope.
Yeah.
I didn't know that, y'all. I just found that out. Now that's dope. So that was your first business, and then what did you go to next? Like, what did that?
The next thing I went to was DNA testing.
Look, y'all. Okay, go ahead. I can't wait to hear this.
Okay, the reason I wanted to do DNA testing was because I watch Maury all the time. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I lived on Maury. There was a point in time I was a stay-at-home mom, and all I could do was watch Maury Povich day in and day out.
Right.
I'm talking about every episode. More if it played in the morning, if it played in the afternoon. Yeah, I said, oh my God, there's a growing need in our communities for Maury, because the majority of the people that were on the show were minorities.
Right.
In general. And
so you are drawn to helping the minority.
Absolutely.
You sound like my husband. My husband is for the underdog. Whoever needs the help. So that's fantastic. So what's the craziest, without telling people names, what's the craziest interaction or encounter you've had with the DNA testing? Like, we all watched Maury before.
Yes.
If y'all like good garbage TV, y'all don't watch Maury. Don't act like that.
Absolutely.
So with that, what's the craziest scenario you've seen? Because you have to get both parents and the child, right?
Yes.
Okay, so what do you give the results?
Yes.
Like, you get the envelope
Yes.
and you be like,
yes, I do.
oh my God.
I even put a note in there. That's the first thing you see. You are the father or you're not the father. I actually attach that to the results. I'm so extra with that.
So what's the
craziest?
scenario? Yeah. Like, you have people running out of the office screaming, she's alive!
Okay. No, my craziest scenario was when a woman whose child started looking like somebody else and not looking like the man she was living with.
Okay.
Called me for a test.
The woman called? Okay.
She called me for a test because the child did not look like the father.
Okay.
And it was they were separated at one point in time in their relationship, and she took the child's the alleged father's DNA samples. We had his toothbrush, we had his hair samples.
I'm so ashamed.
Without him
without
him knowing.
Okay.
And we did a DNA test, and the child wasn't his.
Oh.
It was sad, but she was happy to know the results because yeah. So nobody's ever gotten into any fights in my office.
Yeah, that's what I was waiting for. Y'all was waiting for that?
There hasn't haven't been any fights, but you know, there has been a lot of tears. You know, when they do find out they're not the fathers. A lot of times the men are strong and they say, hey, you know, I hope it's not my child and da. But the moment they hear that result that they are not the father, everything changes.
Okay,
everything changes.
Listen, I want to engage with the audience. If you all have any questions for Niva, please type them in the comments.
Yes,
leave your questions. We're talking to Niva the Diva. She is a bail bondsman. She is a DNA specialist. Now I want to talk about this tax preparer, Lord Jesus. Now, because you are helping people with their taxes, do you help them to figure out what to do with that money?
Yes.
Like, you do?
Yep.
Okay, so how do you present that? Because a lot of people don't want to hear that. A lot of people want you, just give me my money, leave me alone. I don't want to hear that. How do you present that help?
From the moment they walk into my office, or me, my husband, Megan, Stacy, anybody in our office, we ask them goal-oriented questions. Like, what is their next goal? What do they want to do? Have they bought their home yet? Have they bought that dream car that they're looking for? Have they started saving for college for their children? We do all of that.
That's prior to filing?
That's prior to filing.
Nice.
That's prior to filing. We have conversation. I love conversing with my clients.
Yes.
I feel like we're family. Why not get to know you? And that's what I do. I get to know my family.
Nice. And just in case y'all get in trouble, you know, you can call your family
Yeah.
for help.
Yeah. And I let them know all the services that I provide.
Okay. Now, with your husband, I just want to talk about your relationship. You've been together over 20 years. You have that bond of friendship. Do you attribute any level of your success in business, especially since you all are doing it together? Do you attribute that to the fact that he brought something to you that you didn't have, or vice versa, you brought something to him? Like, what is that?
My husband was an entertainer for many years. So I was quiet. I was shy. I was reserved.
Okay. No, I'm gonna take your word for it.
Yeah, growing up in school, I was the quiet girl. You know, I might have been, you know, a little bookworm, but he was always out there. So he's a marketing genius. He has elevated our business to new heights because of all the people that he knows.
Nice.
And me, vice versa, I'm the smart girl.
You're exactly.
I'm the
so
smart
you're
girl.
the brains and the beauty.
Yeah.
And he is the socialite.
Yes.
Nice.
Yes.
So bringing that together, it's like that's God magic. That's what I like to call it, God magic. Your weakness is his strength, and vice versa. His weakness is your strength.
Yes.
And then when you put it together, you have this magic.
Absolutely.
That is dope. That's amazing. So, what was your 1 minute? I got a question, girl. Go with the question.
Tiffany Hudson asked, do you train on CPN numbers and trade lines?
No I don't. What's her name?
Tiffany Hudson?
Okay. Tiffany, I don't. And the reason why I want you to know that a CPN is an alternative social security number. It's illegal. And
Tiffany, don't do that.
Yes. And I would not recommend you getting into that.
Wow.
Okay?
And what is it? CPN?
It's a CPN.
Okay. Okay. Don't do that, Tiffany.
Don't.
Okay.
I'm not a specialist at that at all.
Okay, and with the tax, do you train tax preparers?
Yes, I do.
You do?
Yes.
Girl, we need to talk. Okay. So.
Well, Big Jude trains the tax preparers. Actually, I don't. He does.
Cool. Okay. Boutique.
Yeah. Oh my God.
Right up my alley. The boutique. So, where is my audience, my guest in here waving her hand? So, where is it located, first of all?
Okay, the boutique was in my office.
Okay.
I stopped doing the boutique because I believe God called me for a bigger purpose.
Okay.
The boutique helped me to network, socialize with people, a lot of my friends on Facebook, and my family that I haven't seen in a long time. But I do believe my true purpose here is to help people on different levels and my biggest thing for the past couple of years was passing the real estate state board exam, so that I could help my friends and my families to become first-time home buyers.
Nice.
Because that has been the biggest issue and concern in our community.
So everything has been. We have a question in the audience. What happened?
You got all my life.
Right?
What advice would you give to a boutique starter like me? I'm starting out a boutique.
Awesome.
I'm
Can they
actually
hear her?
doing it online, and I'm trying to start a boutique. What advice would you give as starting out?
Okay. Have you gotten your resale certificate?
I did all that. I'm actually going live tonight with the online live, but I just need to know just like, what did you start at? What did you do to make it successful?
I was the face of my business. It was all about Niva the Diva. And it should be all about you. Don't care about what your size is. None of that matters, because there's a lot of women your size. And even though we have our insecurities, I was like, listen, I'm beautiful inside and out, and I need the world to see it. The clothing is just material. You understand me? It's my inner and outer beauty that you're really seeing. That's what you got to share. And just be alive in your clothes. Everybody's going to be drawn to you.
Confidence wins.
Yes.
Confidence wins, and that is the truth. No matter what it is you do, confidence wins. And the truth is, and y'all will see once y'all follow her on Facebook, she'll give all of her tag information and everything. But when you follow her on Facebook, you are exactly that. You are a ball of confidence and sass and fire, and you know, you can't help but be drawn to that.
Yeah.
So that's what I was drawn to. I've been following you on Facebook for 2 years, and now here we are for the first time face to face.
I'm going to give my children and my husband the credit to that, because a lot of people don't know, but those that follow me know that I had a child at 17 years old. That child, my son, Swisher,
Hey, boo. Y'all saw that?
he changed my life forever. That quiet, shy girl now had a voice. All because of that child. My whole goal, my whole focus in life has been for them to have a better life. So they have built this Niva the Diva character.
So that was your process to where you are now.
Yeah.
It all was ignited by your love for your son.
Yeah. He is my only biological son, and I have 2 daughters, beautiful, amazing, intelligent, Geneva and Selena. I have my stepchildren as well, but Geneva and Selena, they're my rocks too. They've skyrocketed my love. They've changed and transformed me as a woman. I just want more as their mother for them.
Yeah.
So I'm working.
You are building.
I'm building who I am so that they could be. Yeah.
Building a legacy for your babies. And that's what purpose-driven women do.
Yeah.
We got 2 questions.
Okay.
Let's go.
So, Swisher says, hey, by the way. Tiffany asked, what is your website? And then, I don't want to butcher your name, Tanguilla Dansby says, how often do you have training sessions?
Tangela.
Okay. Is training sessions for taxes?
It just says training sessions.
Oh, she's probably talking about taxes. We do training for taxes over the summer
So
into the fall.
season.
Yeah, off season. So just call us at the office, ask for Big Jude. He's starting that whole process right now, because so many clients came in this year and was like, I didn't know you guys were hiring, because for so many years it was only me and Jude. And this year is the first year we actually added 2 new preparers.
How many years have you been?
5 years doing taxes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So you are full-time, which do I need to ask? You are full-time entrepreneurs.
Yes, full-time entrepreneurs. I mean 24/7
So
entrepreneurs.
what's the difference between working corporate? What are the main differences between working corporate, working for somebody else, and working for yourself?
I can come and go as I please. Honestly and truly.
Nice.
Any mother, father if you have a child, you want to be able to come as you please.
Yeah.
And that right there alone made me push and push to be an entrepreneur.
So it's the freedom.
It's the freedom.
Now, one more question. Is it more difficult? Because you have to make sure, well, in my mind, you have to make sure that you're making up all of the income that you need to take care of home, because you don't have the stability of this, consistent.
That paycheck?
So is it more difficult?
No, LaShawn, is more motivating.
Now that's the word. Okay.
It's more motivating.
More motivated, because that changed your whole perspective. Difficult makes you think that it's unattainable.
Yes.
Motivating makes you think there's not an option.
Yeah.
This is the only way.
That's the only way.
I love it. Okay, tell these beautiful people how to reach you on social media. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, follow me at Niva Telfort. Niva is spelled Niva. Tel. Telfort is spelled Telfort. I'm on Instagram. I have several names on Instagram, but I'm not even gonna have to say them all. But my main page is Niva Help Services. That's what I love to do.
That's so befitting.
Anything that you see Niva attached to it, it's probably my business page. I have about 6 pages.
Because she has 6 businesses.
I have 6. Okay. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Yeah. And one more thing. One purposeful principle that you live by. Like, give us that one thing that you live by. It's interwoven into everything that you do.
God said God said there would be challenges that would come to us, but he also said that they wouldn't prosper. Day in and day out, I know nothing is perfect. And I'm going to be honest with you, there's ups and there's downs. But because I put God first in me and my family's lives, I really don't have no worries. So if I can leave you guys with one word, is don't worry. Because God He already saw what's way ahead. You don't see it. All you see is the storm right now. You see the challenges. But those challenges and those storms, they're going to slide by if you just take the time and be patient and wait on Him.
Amen. Amen. Okay. Listen, I love y'all so much. Thank you for tuning in. Y'all know what I have coming up. April 26th and 27th. It is Sisters Willfully Aspiring God's Glory. Those situations from our past, those relationships that you need to be freed from. God gave me, sometimes you got to lose to win again. Sometimes you got to lose those relationships. Sometimes you got to lose those friendships. Sometimes you got to lose that weight from your past so you can win in God, so you can win and be who He has called you to be. So y'all please register SWAG 2K18, and that's SWAGG 2K18.eventbrite.com. It is a free conference. Say it with me. Free. So y'all register on Eventbrite. Also, we have the Beyond the Boardroom coming. Y'all saw it in the beginning. If you didn't, please go back and watch this video, and you can watch a whole commercial about Beyond the Boardroom. That will be April 28th and 29th. That's Saturday and Sunday. Next week, we will not have a show. We'll be shutting down to get ready for Jesus to rise again. Amen. We'll be getting ready for Resurrection Sunday on April 1st. And y'all people who talking about, y'all don't know when Jesus rose? Listen, that's when we going to celebrate, okay? We know He rose. We don't have to know which day.
Absolutely.
That's when we going to celebrate His rise. Amen. We celebrate every day. How about that?
Yes.
Okay, so that's all I have. Y'all follow me on my Facebook page, LaShawn Spry. Obviously, you're already following me because you're watching this show.
Yes.
And I love you all. Thank you so much. Y'all know why we're here. I want you to vibe with me, and I'll change your life. Vibe with me, I'll change your life. Hey, vibe with me, I'll change your life. Hey, see y'all later.